Welcome into the Upstate Pulse. My name is Lonzo. It is a beautiful Saturday outside and a beautiful Saturday inside because the static appears to be gone. And we got to make some adjustments, but we're so happy to be back in our original WORD studio. So good to be home because this has been my home for 20 something years. So glad since we moved into this building, however many decades ago it was. This has been my home. So glad to be here. So glad that you could be here too. It is sweltering outside, but for all you people complaining about the heat, it's summer. Duh, it's going to be hot in the summer. That's what it does. At least, well, hopefully you weren't one of the ones like we were, like Cameron and I, without power for like 8 hours yesterday.
We sweltered.
It was not fun. From 6 p.m. till 2 a.m. our power was out. And
good old 8 hours of just no power.
But we did what people normally do. By the way, welcome into the Upstate Pulse. Today we are going to talk about a bunch of fun stuff, including video games, the end of the world, Ireland. All things that you do on a Saturday night. Thank you for taking us with you. Where you're going, or if you're on your way back from where you went, or if you're going from there to somewhere else, or maybe you're going hither. You could be going thither. You could be going yon. And if you do all that and you come back, chances are we'll still be on the entire time, keeping you company, being your wingman, doing all that kind of stuff. That's what we do. So we did yesterday. By the way, Odie is here.
Oh, hello.
Odie is doing Odie things.
I'm doing Odie things.
Cameron is here also, as you heard. And so yesterday, when the power was out, I'm curious about this. Let's start the show out this way. When the power is out, what do you do? Especially on a sweltering night like it was last night. What we did is what we believe you do if you live in the greater Gray Court area, and that's go to Walmart. Because the air is working at Walmart, so you go to Walmart and just walk around and loiter. You're not really loitering. We did purchase things, but
is loitering how exactly does one loiter?
What's the difference between loitering and soliciting?
No offense, I think you loiter everywhere you go. But
I don't loiter.
Yeah, you loiter.
You do have a general loitering.
You have. I mean, when you look at Odie, you think loiter.
Yeah,
you do. He's a loiter.
It's just you just linger there.
Yeah, you just. Know? I could see just hanging around, just enjoying the scenery.
Sometimes I will loiter. Sometimes
having the crack with people.
Linger. I will have the crack with everybody. If anybody wants to have the crack with me, then just get in touch. And
by the way, it doesn't mean what you think it does, because he's not talking about the drug crack. He is talking about Christmas crack, which people make around Christmas, and it's really good.
No, I'm talking about.
You ever had Christmas crack before? All right, so obviously you're going. Yeah, he's going somewhere else. I'm talking about Christmas crack.
I'm talking about deck crack. If you want to know what deck crack is, just type it into, and it's CRAIC. It's not CRACK, CRAIC.
You mean crick?
Crack.
Crick?
It's in the Irish language. It's in the Irish vernacular. That's what it is.
Or
so you're also going down to the creek.
It's Creac.
Oh, that's loud.
Sometimes an Irishman needs to get
out. Should be nuked over his levels.
It's a new board. My levels are a little bit high though. I'm slowly easing myself into it.
Can you take me higher?
I can. You don't need to be, because you're quite loud.
I was just making a creep.
Okay.
Reference. Keep going. You do you.
No, I'm not gonna.
All right, you're Irishing. Why did you stop Irishing?
Why'd you stop monologue?
I don't know.
It's weird how the headphones cut out if you move your head any little bit at all.
I think you've got bad headphones.
No. I think it's the mic. I think I just have to be. If I'm directly on the mic, I'm fine. But if I turn my head just a little, I lose it. So it's like, this is it. I mean, this is your threshold right here. If you're looking on stream, by the way, we're on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and X at either 98.9 WRD or the Upstate Pulse. If you look at those, you can see that my window of head movement is like right here. So if I go just a little bit to the edges, it disappears.
Yeah.
And that's I don't think it's the mics, because we have the same mics in the other room.
The mics are fine.
And I have the same mics in the fan upstate, where I'm on Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. On the award-winning Rob Brown show.
And award nominated.
Yes, that's right. Nominated again this year for South Carolina Broadcaster Association Star Awards.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah,
Well,
that-
seeing as you're going to
Three.
like, toot your own horn over there, I'm going to do the same. Got a text message in. Hey, shout out to Kid Flaccid. Odie did a great job filling in for Bill Frady. That's what the people have spoken about.
You say that as if it's supposed to be.
yeah, I know.
surprise.
I mean, I don't
know.
So
We
is
know
there
you're gonna do
self-doubt or something? I mean,
What?
because
Have
we
you not met my narcissistic head?
yeah, but you sound like you're self-doubting. I don't
100%.
Like
you need
validation.
so you need validation, you need acknowledgement.
It's an Irish thing. I'm convinced it's an Irish thing because the one thing that your Irish daddy will never say to you is, "I'm proud of you." It kind of comes out like, "Well, you messed that one up." you know?
Well, you know what? I didn't have a dad to tell me he was proud of me, so whatever. And I'm not Irish. Here's the thing. Here's the
I
thing.
always got. I'm proud
Alright,
of you, but
go
you
on.
could have done this a little bit better.
Yeah, I mean, my expectations are a little bit higher than other people's. What can I say?
and now we go back to "Can You Take Me Higher?" I'll see if I can find that song.
No, please do not mouth harp your Tremonti. Don't do that.
I will mouth harp as much as I want to.
On today's show, we are going to talk about publicity stunts. We're going to talk about Acolyte. Why? Because we feel like we should. Because it just keeps getting worse and worse.
Oh yeah, a text came in from that as well.
And we're going to Nerd Roundtable. Got some video game stuff. We've got some AI takeover. And we're also here pretty soon going to talk about the end of all things because we are positive. When you're positive, you talk about the end of the world. That's what you do because we can put a positive spin on the end of the world.
Hey, I feel fine.
This is the end.
I really wasn't ready for it yet. So, because we're closer to break.
Yeah, but see, the thing is,
But by the way, you hit that cue perfect. I mean, if there was an opposite of a noob, I would do. I don't know what's the opposite of noob. Text line.
What a noob.
Total
Why'd you do
noob.
that?
Classic
That's
noob.
not
is it an opposite?
no. That's a noob.
Well, see, I will tell you is that I left the hotkeys turned on when I shouldn't have. So that kind of is.
Oh, so you actually made a mistake, and then you self-reported.
Yeah,
Good on you.
but
I don't know. Is that a British saying or is that an Irish saying?
self-reporting.
No, good on you. No, that's
It's
Australian.
good on you, mate.
Ah,
That's
good on you,
Australian.
That's
Yeah,
Australian.
buddy.
Okay, all right.
You done an absolute fantastic job there. Good on you, mate.
Oh,
And
it's
I'm not going to say any more Australian because they lapse into the vernacular quite a bit.
They're quite filthy. Yes.
What
Dirty.
vernacular?
Dirty.
Oh, okay. Because when you say vernacular, I don't automatically think dirty.
They're deeper in the gutter than Odie is.
That's not possible.
It is.
Well, when I was there, when I lived in Australia, I was that gutter went pretty deep.
Or were you ever embarrassed? Were you ever like, oh man, all right, I won't go that far? Was there ever a place where you're like, whoa,
They ever make you
dude, no,
blush?
come on, man, come
There
on.
there
There are children present or something. I don't know.
was one time. So you know the really, really, really. I'm not going to say the word, but you know the really, really, really bad one that you just cannot say.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fontina cheese.
That's something like it.
All our curse words, we replace them with cheese.
But this was camembert.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
Mhm.
All right. We got you.
An old lady of about 75 or 80. She walked into the bar I was working in, and she used a lot of Fabergé kind of words, but she threw camembert in quite a lot. And when you hear that word coming out of an 75, 80-year-old woman's mouth, and she just talking like a sailor, like a docker, you're just a little bit like, that is so weird. And I got a little bit embarrassed and I went a little bit red.
All right. I will tell you that just sounds like my first week as a call screener here at WORD.
Ah,
So, I mean, because innocent me coming here from Columbus, Ohio, just starting his career in radio accidentally, and I'm still here waiting for someone to come in and go, hey, you're not supposed to be here, which they haven't done. And now I'm in the annals. And once you're in the annals, anyway,
how
so
deep into the annals are you?
for years.
Okay.
Yeah. So my first experience answering the phone, you tell that Russ Castle, bleep, 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 bleep. And I'm just like, what, and I nothing because people believe when someone gets older that they get wiser and they become that sweet old lady. That does not always happen.
Yeah, that's a lot of
I mean, if you got sailor mouth, when you get older, it gets worse because you have no filter. And later on, I got better at it and was like, okay, you're not going on the air. You can't tell me. Yes, I can. It's my job.
Mhm.
And you can't go 3 words without cursing, I'm not putting you on the air.
That is literally one of the jobs that I have to do, is to not let that on the air.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Actually, it's the main job. You do have to
Pretty
make
much.
sure they're on the air, but
Yeah.
I mean, it is the main job.
it just seems like when you get older, it just amplifies whatever you were to a degree because you lose that filter. You can choose to be
Yeah.
better, but a lot of people just more of their worstness just comes out.
I have caught myself being a little too mean, and I shouldn't be, and thinking, 5 years ago I wouldn't have done that. Am I turning into that? I have to, because I am a grandpa. I have to start thinking about these things. There will come a time when maybe I won't have a filter at all, and I hope not. I hope I'm able to stop myself. And see, my filter is different than yours. I'm not going to curse, but I am probably going to be overly mean and then not regret it.
Yeah, but since I started,
This is driving me crazy. By the way,
since I got back into radio, my filter has ramped up a wee bit. It's a little bit more there.
Your walls being built up a little bit more.
Just a little bit. Yeah.
Chris asked if I'm becoming Russ. I have been told I have Russ tendencies. They're no longer Russ tendencies. They're my tendencies. Okay. The thing is, I started this job when I started working with Russ. I already had that. Did he hone me? Did he refine me into what I am now on the air? To a degree, yes. As far as not caring, but I won't get to the point where I don't. Now, if I'm talking about Clemson, I could care less about Clemson. But when it comes to some other things, I have to be a little more understanding, like understanding that it's time to take a break. And when we come back, we're going to talk about the end of all things. And we're definitely going to, dude, come on. No, that's not, it's not even funny. Remember when I said, this is my safe place. This is a place where I come, where I don't have to deal with that kind of stuff. And then immediately you got to hit us with country. I mean, there we go. I picked a lot of music for a reason, because it's supposed to match what the show is. You know what doesn't match the show? Country. You listen to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WRD, the voice of the Carolinas. Did you cut me off?
I didn't cut you off.
Yes, Cameron, you did. You cut me off. I was still talking.
You said Carolina.
Yeah, that's cut me off.
And
do you have the monitors turned down?
No monitors are.
Just a little bit, so I can hear the monitors, so I know that they're on.
Okay.
Because if not, I take my headphones off and I think the mics are still on.
That's more Western, Dunabros.
Oh man, it is pouring outside.
I do love that soundtrack.
I was like, what is that noise? And you turn around and it's water.
Yeah.
I haven't heard it be that loud in here before. Must be raining sideways. Be careful out there. It's raining sideways.
It's raining sideways. Would you like any soup? Yes.
Yes, I'm glad you can't hear the country music on Twitch. Thank goodness, Viper. You're right.
I can put it on.
Odie, why do you want to make all of us suffer?
Yeah, the music should have been on stream. Hopefully it is.
Dad, do you have any of the Nerf around?
The music should be on stream.
You have it.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Was that stinking country song you played whitelisted?
Yeah.
If not, it should not be on stream. If you didn't check.
I did check.
Really? Because you look really certain when I asked you that question.
It's raining outside.
Yeah, everybody saw that face you made.
Not it, because they see my side profile today. Hello, side profile people.
Yeah. So your side profile doesn't turn red? Okay.
No, but my hands do. Where is it?
Don't do that, Steven. Don't do that. By the way, Twisters is coming out here in a couple weeks. That looks really good. Even though I have, and you should have, a great fear of tornadoes, because I was nearly hit by many of them in Ohio. So, but I told my wife, we go see Twisters. If a tornado siren goes off while we're watching, we're never watching another tornado movie again. If we survive. Didn't
that happen to you?
Yeah, we were at a drive-in that was torn down by a tornado, built back up, watching Twisters, and when it got to the scene where the tornado tore down the drive-in, there was an actual tornado warning.
They done that deliberately.
Oh no, they didn't.
I bet they did.
So they no, they didn't. They did not. You can't do that.
I keep grabbing the wrong one.
They didn't get in contact with the emergency broadcast system and say, "Oh, this will be funny."
That's right, Trey. Don't speak it in anger.
Guys, on the stream, are we coming in a little bit louder than normal? I'm just curious because I'm trying to get the levels on other things right.
Well, that's an adjustment that will have to be made by somebody else. All we care about
No, I
is
can do it
the
here.
radio stuff.
I know. I'm just saying I can do it.
Yeah, but if it's something an engineer needs to do, the engineer needs to do it because that's their job.
Well, I'm an engineer.
You're but not here.
cool.
Right now, you are a co-host and you're running the board.
Cost?
Thank you.
Keep running.
Doesn't sound like a fun nightmare, Chris.
Thank you, Trey. Doesn't mean you always stick to that.
Yeah. Because a lot of times you could be right, but you could be wrong in saying how
What you doing,
say it.
Odie?
Like every time, because the two mices are right beside each other. I'm like,
Mooses?
yeah, I'm a
Mises.
little bit kind of like.
What cartoon was that where the guy said Mises all the time?
I don't know, but he
I don't
heats
know.
Mises into
I
pieces.
feel like he was wrong.
Welcome back into the Upstate Pulse. Lonzo here along with Odie and Cameron. Matthew's not here because he's got invited to a gathering. We don't know what that is.
A gathering.
We don't know what that is.
I just hope it's magical.
He was at a place and he got invited to a gathering and he went to said gathering. Hopefully he has a wonderful time because he ditched the radio to go to a gathering.
Is it a place where you gather your thoughts?
I don't know.
Is it a magical mystery place?
I'm guessing that whatever details he has from the gathering, we probably don't want to know.
It's just a whole bunch of slam poetry.
Oh no.
He's just deep down. He's
Although I think
secretly a slam poet.
I think I'd have fun at slam poetry.
You would. You'd love it.
What?
Yeah.
Slam poetry?
It's like
All right.
it's like diss poetry to a degree.
This one or that one?
The first one. yes.
Okay. Slam, SLAM, pottery.
I believe he's developing a lith.
No, he always had one. He's just hid it all this time.
What defines slam poetry? A poetry slam is a competitive art form where poets aspiring or experiencing perform their poetry against fellow poets in front of a poetic audience.
8 Mile? It's like 8 Mile.
Lose yourself in the.
By the way, Dave
Yeah.
says a cult gathering. He'll be different next show. Yeah, we won't be able to tell.
No, we won't.
Yeah, it'll just be
Unless he
Matthew.
comes in with like a robe.
No, he can wear a robe.
He's going to come in next
yeah.
week. Hey guys, do you want to talk about our Lord and Savior Mario?
Yeah,
or
well,
something like that.
yeah,
I
I don't
know.
I don't know
I don't know.
either. I don't. Yeah, listen, I don't think that's going to happen. But hey, I guess it could. By the way, if you want to be a part of the show, text line is 71307. Please text flaccid because it bothers Tara as many times, as many C's or Z's or S's because we don't really know how to spell it, and that's fine. Don't let spell check tell you what to do. Put a bunch of C's or Z's or S's in
Listen
there.
to your heart in phonetics.
Yes, that's
Something-
true. We're also live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, or X at 98.9 WRD or the Upstate Pulse, where many of the regulars in there. Chris is in there, and Steven and Viper Dave. And I'm pretty sure I saw Duna Bros in there earlier. And tell a friend that we are there. He is. Yeah. And I said Chris, didn't I? If I didn't, I say it again. So jump on the stream. All right. You were saying,
Yeah,
Odie?
on the text line, somebody reckons in, hey guys, I think Matthew is gone drinking adult beverages.
No, that's not a gathering. That's a pub crawl.
Yeah, it
It's
is.
a pub crawl.
That's a pub crawl.
No, it's not. A pub crawl is when you're crawling, when you're physically. and
No,
I
that's
have
when you visit
have
many pubs.
been that soldier.
Okay, all
where
right.
you were.
I don't know what soldiering is about when
I
you do
think
that.
he
but
just slurred his words a little.
yeah. Well,
Listen, I want to tell you first of all, I love you, and second of all, I never loved you.
I'm getting a lot of.
hey,
mixed
hey,
feelings
Chris.
here.
Next time you get blocked, you let me know. I'll fix it.
Yeah,
I can do that.
we'll talk to Tara.
No,
Oh,
no. I just go in and unblock them.
Oh yeah, there is that.
I mean,
We
I
kind
mean,
of
you
have
know.
we kind of have that power, don't we?
yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, for sure. I mean, I just we every once in a while, LexCorp and I will sit down and look at all the blocks and go, that's interesting. Wonder why that is. Why that is.
You know, when you go into LexCorp's office, does he do the Mr. Burns hand gesture? You know, where he puts his fingers together, and he leans on his elbows and goes, "Hello, Lonzo."
No, we have a different relationship. So I'm not gonna. Yeah, it's. I go yes, sir, and keep my eyes down.
Does it involve leather? Anyway.
What, dude? What is wrong with you?
Lots of things.
Yeah.
Listen, I've had
Too many things to diagnose.
bad week.
You know what? You have the kind of week that makes you think it's the end of the world.
This is the end, my only friend, the end.
Game over, man. Game over. What are we gonna do?
I made eye contact with you and everything, and you're smiling, and then you realize, hey, auto start, you'd have been fine.
But see, here's the thing.
If we still had auto starts working, you'd be good.
But the other thing is, I've got the two mouses beside each other, and I'm kind of looking at them going,
well, you can move one over to the other shelf over there.
because it's aerodynamical here.
Well, you may have to move your chair a little or reach.
Why are you
Who
putting the
would
angle
want to do that?
Want me to reach around over there?
Stop it. All right.
We need to get a squirt bottle or something.
Yeah, that works with the cat. Probably will work with him too.
Yeah, it's like a cat.
All right. Yeah. All right. So we are playing. You go ahead and say that. We are playing the end of the world music because there's some things that are going on out in the world that might make you think it's the end of the world. We don't have our scientific mind here. Yeah, I know there are doctors and stuff in the room, but then we don't have that guy. We don't have analytical guy, which could be Chris, could be Rob, could be Matthew. That guy. It's good to have that guy on the show.
It is always good.
Yeah, because we're
definitely
all,
have the background to back.
yeah,
it up.
we're all a little silly, but having that guy to go, no, that's just not real. We don't have that, so we're gonna have fun with this. All right, unless someone on the stream is that. Another monolith has appeared this time in Colorado.
Ugh, that's not real.
Do you know about these monoliths?
Yeah, I do.
It's not gonna work. You could try.
Hey,
we
do
see in your eyes that you believe that the monoliths are true.
I love a good monolith.
There was that's for each man to decide, as it says on the thing. There was a mystery in Nevada, and now there is another mystery in northern Colorado. A monolith has been found at a spot north of the Horsetooth Reservoir, and no one knows how it got there. It's a mystery that has people stopping by to see it. It's something different, all right. Something you don't always see. One visitor who didn't provide their name said, this is a good idea because I probably wouldn't be able to understand. This is Billy Joe, Jim Bob, something. Whether it's the spectacle of the mystical, the monolith has a certain pull. We're into mysterious. And so we decided to come and get the kids and take a look at it today. That was a different person, as you could tell by it, because they're from other places.
What is a Colorado accent?
I don't know, but I was looking
people
down.
visit there from all over. Okay?
I was looking down at the board, and I actually thought someone else came into the show.
Yeah, I know. It's hey man. I'm an award-winning personality.
Okay.
I know they've been popping up around Utah and Nevada. One visitor said, and they want to know who built it and why. It's just very intriguing to us. Another unknown visitor said, while it's fun to believe that it could be extraterrestrial, visitors have noted evidence that it's man-made. There's concrete poured like bolts to the ground. It seems pretty human-like, so I've outrolled the possibility of extraterrestrial installment.
That guy
One
sounds like
traveler
he has
said.
a long that guy sounds like he has a long mustache.
He does.
He does.
Otherworldly or not, the monolith is enchanting, captivating travelers. Some have pulled over on the side of the road to take pictures while drones flew overhead to get a closer look. They're very shiny. It reflects very well, one visitor said.
Over in China.
A little bit smaller than I was expecting. I'm not doing Trump. I'm doing like a diminutive guy with
close.
No, it's a diminutive guy with a unibrow.
Okay.
I see him in my
Could he
head.
possibly be an
Yes.
optometrist?
He could be. Someone else says we're intrigued beyond words. So anyway, there's
Those were words.
So do you believe?
Intriguing.
That's a good point. Thank you.
intriguing is
Thank
a
you for
word.
being Matthew today. That's exactly what
I'm
Matthew
not
would have said.
critiquing you. I'm
Those are
critiquing
words.
the person.
No,
If
you're right.
If you're
I
going to do
agree.
that, you need to do your news voice as well.
And you got to flip your hair. And
I
yeah.
could never. I
yeah.
could never replace.
Oh, you
that,
could
dude.
you could flip your hair. There it was.
Oh, I'm
There it
dizzy.
was.
I'm dizzy.
There was, yeah.
Here's the thing.
If I
do-
flip my hair, someone getting hurt.
Somebody, someone going down.
somebody's gonna have some heart palpitations up in here.
They are.
Somebody going down.
Yeah, they are. So anyway,
Somebody's
no, we're
gonna
not going
die
to
to a
break
fun
yet.
time.
I don't want to go to break yet. I don't want to go to break yet.
I just gave you the symbol.
No,
you
no, I
don't
know.
need to
Here's
tell
the-
the people
here's the
out in
thing.
the wild
It's-
world of Radio Land.
Dude, they
what
saw
to do.
you because you did it on the camera.
That's the
You're on
camera
side
people.
profile.
The
Yeah.
people on the
Odie,
radio.
Odie, here's the thing.
Yeah.
You know, we are
What?
multi-level program. We're on stream all over the
multimedia.
world. We're on the radio.
Mhm.
We are also on the Odyssey app, which you can download for free, and you can rewind it back to find out what Odie just said, and you still may not know what he said. Yeah, exactly. So there are a couple other signs that we're going to get to before we go to break, because
fine.
because I rail
Oh,
against
man.
the clock and the people who are over the clock, and now they know that I'm doing it on purpose. Thanks, Odie.
Sorry, what?
Red Rock's UFO vanished when hit with a beam from a flashlight, says witness. So there are two eyewitness locations, one in Canada and one in Colorado, which is weird because that's where the monolith was. So there were alien sightings in Colorado where the monolith appeared. All right, someone's phone is on. All right, go ahead and do it, man. So when you ask if it was noob free today, it was if to say, I would like to be noobed many times. This would be 2. We're waiting.
Why is it not?
Because you shouldn't be playing it from that anyway.
Should we
put it
noob
in
him?
3.
Should he noob himself?
No,
Or
that's not
be
his
able to noob
fault.
himself?
So there would have to be a preview channel for that to play through.
No, because it'll play through on one normally.
Oh no, you messed up.
That's a noob.
Oh noob.
Declining noobing.
I like that one. It makes me think of stuff that I won't want to think about and I shouldn't talk about on the radio.
Yeah, like you don't think about that constantly. So anyway,
What happens
there a
in
chance-
Amsterdam
All
stays
right.
in Amsterdam.
That's what I was
text
thinking.
line 71307 or live on stream 98.9 WRD or Upstate Pulse, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, or X.
On
Did the
chat-
aliens
Oh, okay.
did the aliens leave the monolith?
Yes,
That's what we want to know.
But
And
what-
to what is this like the day the earth stood still? I don't know. Did you see that in Ireland? The day the earth stood still?
Yeah, they actually visited us.
No, I'm talking about the movie.
Yeah.
There's the original and then the remake with
Keanu.
Keanu.
Okay.
Did you see that?
yeah, I saw
So like they like left things,
here and
but they were spheres.
Yes,
They weren't phallic.
No, they won't feel like.
So maybe the aliens have left these monoliths to get ready to terraform the earth.
I think so.
Or it's a prank
Or
by the aliens.
here's the reason why we can go to break now. Here's the reason why we're having a heat wave. It's because the monoliths, they're terraforming us because they need the planet to be desert planet. That's what them aliens
We're
want.
getting duned.
And and some dude got pulled over on his way to and it was just a festival for Area 51 festival. It all ties in. You listen to the Upstate Pulse right here on Newstalk 98.99, 98.99, 99.100, something. Let's go break. Keep reaching for my mic.
There is no button.
And there's no button. We can't.
There is no
can't.
button.
So we have to depend on the Noobmeister to turn us off.
How many are we at? 2 or 3?
These are 2.
We're gonna break the record again.
Yeah.
Break your record?
I'm gonna do 12 tonight.
Cool.
What even is that?
Did you say what is love?
Baby, don't hurt me.
Don't hurt me. No,
No
more.
That was scary. I'm so scared right now. It's like they're dancing, and I don't want to be around them dancing. It makes me feel uncomfortable. Do not come over. No, don't do it. Don't do it. No. Oh, stop it.
They sound like Lumpy Space Princess.
Lumpy Space Print. What?
It's from Adventure Time.
Why do
Okay.
I not have everything I need to have open? Because you know why?
Okay, Chris. If a Squatch left it, was it like out of his butt? I mean, did he
Careful now.
did he have a bowel movement and he left the monolith? Because he'd have to be a pretty big Squatch for that,
It's a very big.
unless they eat humans.
But you said it was found in Colorado.
I believe so.
Hey, dude.
Yeah, it could be. No. There's a picture of the monolith. If you look it up, you can see a picture of it.
Some dude left it there, man.
Did he?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So what's the dude's name? Odie? What's his name?
Odie, what?
That's what I thought. We already
There's been
think.
a couple of these pop up, right?
Yeah.
You always
Now, a lot of
whine,
times these
clap
kind of
good.
things happen, like clown sightings and stuff, right before a big movie. I don't know. Oh, when's that Alien movie come out? Are the monoliths in Alien?
Not really.
No, the
No, I
the
know what you're
prequel.
talking. I know what you're talking about, but no.
Is your phone still on?
It's on, but it's on silent now.
Okay, because I could have swore I heard it. Which we're off the air. I mean, we're not because we're on stream, but still,
No,
it wouldn't count on
it's on
stream.
silent.
I'm too young to do that.
My friend Danny just sent me a message. He said, "Looks like you've been sleeping all day."
They did. The camera came and did it over next to me because you can't. They would have to be standing next to each other. They could execute it perfectly, without a doubt.
What?
Good.
The Night of the Roxbury Dance. Yeah, it's thundering. Keep an eye on possible
yeah.
weather
I'm looking.
alerts.
I'm looking at it.
I really hope
Come on, what are the chances we lose power 2 days in a row?
Don't ever say that. Not after. I have also had a bad week.
Oh, the power going and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, among other things. But you know what?
No,
Tonight,
it's not. It's the brackets
we
are
party.
done, Chris.
They're not done.
Yeah, they are.
They're not done.
I have decreed,
What's not done?
Brackets.
and it's not till next March. So let it go.
Let it go.
It actually won't be
Let it
because it's not
snow.
happening. I'm pretty steadfast when I say I'm not doing something. I just
Listen,
want you guys to know that.
as the Beatles once said, just
I
let it
quit.
Let
That's what they said.
let it-
Okay,
let it
well,
snow.
let me put this to you this way.
Oh, don't put it to
You're
him
gonna-
anyway. Not in
You're
front
gonna
of me.
let. I knew I should have phrased that better. You're gonna let Tinkerbell.
You're gonna say the same thing that you said that made me angry in the line at Comic-Con. You're gonna say that again because those are exact words that you said.
Don't. Yeah, no. Stop.
Yeah. So I mean,
Listen, I had to cuddle Alonso that time, and I wasn't happy about it. So
like you didn't enjoy it.
I enjoyed it, but I wasn't happy about it. It's the hair. It just confuses
Well,
me.
if you want to do something, you want to do it out of joy, not out of necessity.
We had joy, we had fun.
You know,
Something.
I hate that song too. I don't know why.
I think the Odie jukebox needs like a.
No,
shake-up or something.
it's like an anti-Lonzo jukebox today.
Well, as long as he's not singing any Brian Adams.
My brain just wants to go.
Man, it's gonna be a wet walk for you home. I'm just saying. I mean,
I have friends.
She's got no clothes on.
And she's green.
And she's green. You can do the radio thing. I'm going to watch this.
so weird, man. So
You guys hire him. You guys hire all these.
yeah, well, you know.
Can turn down my microphones back on.
You gotta wait till the beat drops before you talk sometimes. I mean,
Coming
that's-
true live from Berlin FM, this is the sound of the underground, coming to you on your 96.12 FM dial.
Okay.
That's not it.
I'm just guessing that a
Are you named the
German
Wombat?
that a German radio DJ does not sound like that.
Okay, hang on. Let me do it again. Yeah, you're listening to Hans and the Dieter show. We are coming to you
I am
live.
Dieter.
Hello, Dieter. How are you today? Dieter, did you go off with them girls that you were talking to in the nightclub?
Oh,
in the
sadly,
discotheque?
no.
No, you did not. Okay. Well,
I
anyway.
got the drink thrown in my face.
Well, was it a nice drink? Was it the pint of Guinness like our Irish friends? Paddy or furniture, he drinks the pint of Guinness.
It tasted like sadness.
It always tastes like sadness when it is in your face. When it's not in your face, it doesn't taste like sadness. You're listening to the Half Brauhaus show here on 99.9 F12.
All right, it's
What
pretty
did we just do?
it's pretty bad when you crack yourself up. He's about to die over there. I'm still trying to figure out what sadness tastes like. I don't want to know. I really don't want to know.
I think I do, but I don't want to be reminded.
But welcome back into the Upstate Pulse. Lonzo here, along with Dieter and was it Franz? I forget.
Hans.
Hans and
Hans.
Dieter.
Yeah, Hans, Franz, it's all the same. Hopefully we didn't offend anybody over at BMW, or maybe you were enjoying it. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know.
Any of you hiring?
We can do radio very good. until we like to party.
Yes, you'll just you can broadcast it throughout the plant
You
and
can make him
entertain all the workers.
Coming to you live from plant number 10, where we are making the cars. Yeah.
Oh yeah, those tires are going all around all day and all night.
All right. Viper Dave on the stream says, be safe if you're out and about. These lightning strikes are nasty driving through Simpsonville. Okay. Yeah. We were sitting here during a moment of quiet, which is really rare around here. It's like, what is that noise? I looked out and it's raining so hard we could hear it in the noise proof studio. And it's raining buckets. So be careful out there.
But it's raining water.
Buckets of water.
I thought I saw a cat and or dog.
Thank you for being so literal. Maybe they don't say that in Ireland. I don't know. Anyway,
they say it's raining a leprechaun's sweat. That's what it is now.
yeah, a leprechaun would drown out there. That's how much water is coming down. So be careful. Be careful.
We are so sorry. Well, no, we're not sorry. We're not sorry because we're entertaining you, but we are sorry because
Look, that was a PSA for leprechauns. We're just trying to protect.
All right,
On the stream,
text
on
line
the text line.
71307.
guys, stop. I had to pull over. I am LAMAO, whatever that word is.
Yeah,
used.
let's not do that.
They're
Okay.
an old band.
We're
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah. What was their best song? I forget.
Party rock.
Oh yeah, Party Rock is in the house tonight.
All I could think is Key and Peele being stuck in that loop where they couldn't get out.
All right.
Good night, everybody.
Apparently Odie needed this. I don't know that we did, but what are you doing? What are you reaching for? Are you reaching for your drink? Okay, that's just making sure. It's like what are you doing, man? What are you doing?
I'm reaching for the cool taste of Gatorade.
Are you squaring
Cool.
up? Are you jumping up? What you doing?
Gatorade Cool Blue.
No.
Gatorade.
We don't give free plugs around here. We do give paid for plugs though, which is why you should go to Borderlands Comics and Games, 410 South Pleasantburg Drive, open Monday through Friday, and go pick up your manga, get your comic books. And even if it's a comic book you can't find, you can ask them and they will do their best to find it for you. They have back issues, which is really cool. They're in these boxes and you can go look through. I want to find Spider-Man that was out last month or last year or 5 years ago. You might have a shot by looking in those back issue boxes, but they also have graphic novels. They have Dungeons and Dragons figures, dice, handbooks. They have vintage video games. They have vintage toys. They have t-shirts. They have so many things. And they also have live games going on, especially on Thursday nights. Check that out. And they have a ton of other things.
They've been trying to bring back their D&D, like D&D one-shots.
I actually think that happened yesterday.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're trying to do some things that are beginner-friendly, trying to get people into it, trying to build that up. So if you're interested, look up their schedules and see what they have going on.
Yeah, Borderlands Comics and Games, 410 South Pleasantburg Drive. Check them out when you go in and say, hey, man, I heard about you guys on the Upstate Pulse. I love or hate those guys. But I trust that they know where all the cool stuff is. John on the stream, which you can also join, 98.9 WRD or the Upstate Pulse on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, or X, says it's raining.
Raining.
No, you got to say that right. It's raining.
It is raining.
It is.
Now I wish it would have rained. So now all rain songs are getting in my
Oh
head.
yeah, I wish it would rain down.
Have you ever
That's
seen
it's
the
a
rain?
different song. So
Down. Oh yeah, we
we went three different songs.
Okay.
Now, that's look at that. Look
Look,
at that.
we went three directions. There's
It's
only...
a raining man.
Hallelujah. Yes.
Oh,
it is.
yeah.
Yes, it is. We're back at the club as we take our break. We come back, we'll get to something of substance. No, we won't. What is substance? Substance is, what did I step in? That's substance.
That had some
I don't
substance.
know. Yes.
It's a German substance.
You are listening to the Upstate Pulse right here, yeah, on the News Talk 98.9 WRD, the voice of the Carolinas. Oh,
And I hear
20
that.
something, nearly 30 years of turning my own mic on and off. I still keep reaching every time.
It's a ghost button.
Keep trying to reach around.
It's so weird.
It's a storming.
Well, I would be able to see it, but Odie has to have the blinds down because,
Do you think Odie's a vampire?
I think he might be. He's already pale. And
You think he's like a day walker or
do
something?
we ever see
or-
him? We don't see him during. We see him during overcast.
outside.
Yeah, but it was overcast.
My.
You could be one of those
You were
Twilight
smoking
vampires.
a little bit too.
Yeah, no, he was sparkling. He's a Twilight
that's
vampire.
right. That's right.
Listen, I don't care what you say. I'm a sparkly vampire.
And Cameron and I are werewolves, so we don't care what time of day it is. Now, night, that's a totally different story.
And Matthew's a wolf. Another Adventure Time reference.
We're burly wolves.
yeah.
Daggum burly werewolves.
We ain't one of the.
You'd have your skinny werewolves. We're burly wolves.
We've done some fishing hunting.
That's right.
We ain't one of those skinny werewolves. We built like barrels.
When
We
the burly
built
wolf
our barrel.
when the burly wolf finishes for the night, you know it. Nothing you participate in is funny. Only things that I do. Everything,
Oh,
everything else,
Oh.
everything else is second level, or what I like to think is 10th level, because I'm so far above everyone.
That's right, Trey. That's
So-
why we're here.
Yeah.
At 7 p.m.
I mean,
That's when we come out.
some reason the rabble thinks they're funny. I think I just saw lightning, by the way.
Am I a rabble?
Rabble, rabble,
Rabble.
rabble, rabble.
Yes. I do not like it when the.
Yes, the freaks come out at night. The freaks come out at night.
I'm funny.
Did you have Houdini? Stop it.
What?
Did you have Houdini in do you know Houdini?
Yeah.
The freaks come out at night. Do you know the song? Yeah. They're like one of the
Yeah,
they were rappers back in the day. You probably were like 10 when they came out. I don't know if they have the same stuff in Ireland.
A lot
so-
of it we do,
Okay.
but a lot of it we don't.
That answered nothing.
And everything.
Well, Chris, right now I'm not reading anything because I'm doing a radio show.
Well, I'm
Duh.
reading. I'm reading the stream. That's what I'm reading.
Dad, why are you being pedantic?
It could be. Come on. I mean,
This is just the aggressiveness.
I believe it was Popeye who said, "I is what I is."
You just
Or
bowed up right there to that.
it might have been Popeye. That was some thunder right there.
Thunder and lightning is dull arc when Dublin City is left in the dark.
What did he say? I need subtitles. I have no idea what he just said.
Well, it just put on Irish gibberish.
Yeah. This is a bunch of weird letters, and they're all backwards.
There's an umlaut here and there.
We don't have
Well, yeah, that
umlauts.
makes
we
it
have
authentic.
fathers.
That just makes it.
If you don't have an
what?
umlaut, you're not authentic.
We have fathers. We don't have umlauts.
You have
The
fathers?
fathers?
Fathers.
Do you have matters?
What?
You said you have fathers, but do you
I
have
don't do that,
mothers?
man. I'll do any. I mean, I did like 4 in the first thing that I read.
Okay.
And you're asking me. I mean,
Okay.
I'm sorry you can't remember. You know what? I think you're right, Dave. I think Popeye did say sometimes it'd be like that. Right after he says it is what it is.
Sometimes
It'd be what it be. And sometimes it'd be like that.
It be that sometimes.
Sometimes,
just be Of a
Hey,
dump.
you know what? I just thought of something.
Don't. That'll hurt your head.
Yeah, I've got plenty of room up there.
Okay.
It's Christmas in July. So next week,
Do I get to come out of the box?
You're very welcome back to the Upstate Pulse, or as we like to call it, the Dieter and Hans Hour. We are joined via ISDN line with our American cousin, Baba. Hello, Baba. How are you doing in America?
wait. Less is more. Did you really go ISDN?
Yeah, I went
Did
in
you-
the ISDN
you
line.
I
really
don't
just
even
go
know what that is.
Yeah, I know what it is. He knows what it is. I have a question for everyone out there, though.
Okay, go ahead.
And this includes everyone in the studio. It's Christmas in July, and we can't do Christmas in July anywhere elsewhere because it's Spanish now. So if we were to do one Christmas song next week, what should it be?
Feliz Navidad.
No, that's too easy. It has to be something where we can split it up into 3 to 4 voices. Text line 71307. It's just a taste of Christmas karaoke, 6 months early. It's Christmas in July. We haven't sang a song in a while. We usually do it every 3 months. And why not do a Christmas song?
I'm looking up for Christmas quartet.
Happy Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, everybody.
What?
Well, I mean, it's too late to do a July song because it's July 4th is past, and we can't do I'm Proud to Be an American. We can't do that.
Oh, we are.
No, yeah, but I mean, we can't. I don't think. Well, I don't know.
But I'm not an American.
So,
I'm
so
nearly
yeah,
an
but someone
American.
may come to the door and go, "Excuse me, sir."
I'm a semi-American.
You're working on it.
What's that? So like you're partial?
Yeah, just getting there.
Just a little bit. So what percentage are you?
I suppose.
It's like a Windows update. It's just a percent.
See,
It's
I don't.
slowly
Hey,
moving.
Dave, I don't know that.
know.
I don't know if they can do Elvis. I know I can. So,
blue.
all right, now I know I'm the only one who can. So, I mean, so we can do something else.
Who thinks that?
Hey, Odie, should I go get a dustpan for that burn? Or
Last I checked, Elvis ain't Irish, but I
you know what you
could
can do?
be
You know
wrong.
what you can do? You can go and get me some aloe vera for my burn. Okay.
Wow. Do they have aloe vera in Ireland?
Yeah, but you know what? You know what the really funny thing is, and I don't want to give out trade secrets here, but aloe vera is the only thing in the world that Odie is allergic to.
Wow.
really?
Wow. So what do you do when you get burnt?
I just tough it out. I have a hot shower and I cover myself.
You have a hot shower to go over the burn?
It actually works. And that is not.
How's that work?
I don't know.
Well,
That-
more pain on top of the pain.
Yeah,
usually.
it makes you forget the pain.
It's
I
something.
suppose.
It's something about thermodynamics that it'll pull out the heat out of your body. That is not scientific fact. I've just found it to work.
That sounds homeopathic.
But I mean, if you're into that, what I have found is if I smother myself with natural yogurt on the burny parts.
Wait. What's yogurt?
Yogurt.
There we go.
Oh, okay.
Natural yogurt.
I was about to say, isn't that Mel Brooks from Spaceballs?
No, I was thinking
That's yogurt.
like what pirates eat when they want a snack. I don't know.
I'll take some yogurt.
I'll have a bit of yogurt, please, before I walk the plank and look for me booty.
Okay. All right. So anyway,
How'd you lose your booty? How do you lose your booty? It's right there.
all right.
So what the big thing was is that I had it on my ship, and then all of a sudden I turned around and my booty wasn't there.
Those darn booty snatchers.
All right.
It just came
So
up behind me. And
You've been plundered.
plundered.
so
for my
I've
booty.
done Blue Christmas several years over the last decade. I could do that again. We could do Blue Christmas, and Pappy probably would join in. We just got to figure out what the other guy's going to do.
What other guy?
You.
You do know that 3 years ago I was Elvis Presley in $1 Million Quartet on the stage with a zoot suit on, playing my guitar, and I will be lonely.
Like I
this
said, there's
Christmas."
only one in this room that can do
Do it.
Elvis,
Do it then.
and
Do it.
he's not.
Do it.
No. There's not a big enough crowd yet. We're working on it though. We're
We've
working on
got
it.
we've got over
No,
like,
don't say.
75 people looking
Yeah, yeah.
looking at my beautiful face right
Well, the
now.
other thing is you have a litany of voices that you could pick from. So
I've got an Irish one and I have an Irish one.
that's the one you usually go with.
Yeah. I was
All right,
doing-
so we're not doing Elvis because we can't have dueling Elvises, because then one person's going to look and go, okay, my Elvis is better than his. The other one's going to look at the other one and go, yeah, I know I'm better than you, Odie.
Anything you
And
can do, I can do better.
Yeah, so we're not going to do that.
I stood up in front of about 400 people. I was doing a presentation in work one day, and there was a lot of people in it. And the first thing I went up when I was talking, I had a microphone. I go, "Hey, how you doing?"
No, that's usually what you do in front of a crowd is you have a microphone.
yeah, microphone.
Yeah,
I goes, "Hey, how you doing?" I'm Odie.
Was it a stick microphone? Was it like a
It was
Bob
a-
Barker microphone?
No, it was
Or
it was a Shure microphone.
Was it Shure? Okay,
it was nice.
SM58
I think-
or
I don't know if it was a 58.
okay, because
was
that's pretty common. I think it's still pretty common.
Yeah, it was. There was nothing fancy about it, but it was
Okay,
nice.
It wasn't the one that looks like a ray gun. I forget what those are called.
No, that's these ones.
No. There's one that looks actually like a ray gun, a
Ah,
microphone.
okay.
Yeah, I forget what they are. I thought they were Shores also, but they have a smaller
Diameter.
screen. You know?
Spoffle.
Yeah. No. Not the cover part. I'm
Okay.
talking about the actual microphone.
You know, a lot of
itself is
people
small.
in radio do not know that this furry thing is called a spoffle.
because no one believes it.
Yeah.
Because you're the only one who ever says that. So
Anyway, I got up in front of the hundreds of people, and
And
the
pop
first
your spoffle.
I popped my spoffle, and I got up, and first thing I said was, "What?" First thing I said was, "Hi, my name is Odie. Listen, I'm going to be doing this presentation in an Irish accent because that's pretty much all I ever do." I
Is
could
that
actually,
followed by, hey,
I,
sir,
no,
this
no,
is a
but I
Denny's?
could actually hear the penny dropping because there was the audience were just looking at me as if to say, "What?" And then all of a sudden, a little giggle started in one corner, and it just went across the room, and it just kept going.
Any wigs fall off?
Wigs and giggles?
No, you're doing it in front of an audience full of old ladies.
No, it was in work.
Was it work?
Yeah,
Wait, what?
yeah.
So you're performing at work?
I used to.
That's weird because we never do that here.
Well, see, it was a meeting for a lot of people, and the
No, Donna. No.
management wasn't
No.
there.
No. No. The worst rendition of that song was done once several years ago. It's banned from this.
Well, maybe we can redeem it.
No. 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 No.
On
No,
your
no, no.
first day
No,
of
no, no.
redemption,
No,
my
no.
true love gets
When you hear the worst possible of something, I want that to stay there. So
It's
I know
crystallized.
I know where the floor is. Okay. I don't. Yeah, I know where the floor is, and that was the floor. That was the worst. That was even worse than the debacle last year of 12 Days of Christmas,
Well,
where
that's
some
because
people
half of
didn't
us
know
knew
how
what
to.
we were doing.
Yeah,
Wait,
and the
no,
other-
we need to do the 12 Days of Christmas
Not doing it
again.
again.
We
No.
need to.
No.
It has to be done.
No, it doesn't.
It does.
I guess you don't understand how this works.
Because things can only
Oh.
get better.
No.
No, we did it the best we possibly could the first year.
Yeah.
then
And
the
I made the
second
mistake.
year-
I usually don't do something like that 2 years in a row.
So
I
are you
bro- I
saying that
broke
the
my
leprechaun,
rule.
you saying the leprechaun broke it?
It wasn't just you. It
It
was a half and half.
It was
Half the people had no idea what the heck they were doing. The other half did.
yeah, it was not good. It was very bad. And so I mean, I think I
name, fingers, and
salvaged
point
it as much
names.
as I could, but it was pretty bad. And so no, we will not do that again. And it's a thing where not that my word is law, but you know, my picture's on the show. So we're not doing it.
Maybe.
Yeah. Well, hey, you know,
Well, A's for horses, Alonzo.
here's what I hope. I hope by next year you have your own show and you can do what you want.
Well,
I mean, because I legitimately hope that you get that. That's not a.
if
that's
you'd
not a
like to see
joke.
Odie with his own show, please text in 71307.
Probably won't help, but I mean, but it can't hurt. It can't hurt.
It definitely
It's-
can't
yeah,
hurt.
it just doesn't.
Sign this petition here.
Oh yeah,
What's- what's
Start an
that?
online petition of getting Odie on the air, not from 7 to 9 p.m. on Saturday nights though. I mean, because I'd hate to get kicked off the air by Odie because that would hurt. That would hurt, break my little heart.
It too.
Oh,
Your achy breaky heart.
yeah, the
What-
achy breaky.
Why'd you say oh?
No, just keep going. It's fine.
Yeah, well, he does do that like on Wednesdays, I think. So there's that. In the next hour, we have an AI takeover. We're going to talk some video games. We are going to talk Nerd Roundtable. And we're going to get to Acolyte. I mean, probably won't spend a lot of time on it, but we are going to talk about it. And Kevin Smith had something to say about going to the movies.
No, sorry, just keep going. Keep going. Just keep going. It's fine.
That's the third.
Not. It's not. No, it's fine. Good.
Well, I'm waiting for the noob, dude.
Yeah, no.
Do you not have the outro music?
yeah,
Is that
after
what we're doing?
Oh boy.
The course on Roger Stern, Fox News. President Biden says he's staying in the presidential race. Meanwhile, Fox News has
Whoops! I got the important one in. That's all that matters. How many are you going to give me?
That was a series right there. I just,
Do you want for one for each mistake, or do we just?
no, I'm willing to go with just one there. I'm willing to do that.
Audience, what do you think?
No. I'm willing to go with just one there.
That's a good point. They're all sadists, so they probably say like 5.
No, they're not all sadists. Just some of them.
That's a good point.
Who's saying what now?
That would be a recipe for chaos.
No, that would we'd be off the air in a week.
Plus, he don't work here.
I don't. I'm just some guy off the street.
That just went all types of terrible.
Have you went through
Yeah,
the
no,
the
I-
hour and made sure you're good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're not expecting a lot of intensification with Beryl today, but we are expecting it to move into a more favorable environment as it nears the coast of Texas, beginning Sunday and then continuing up until
Why are you driving
landfall on
slowly
Monday.
around the
Yesterday,
cars?
Texas Governor Greg Abbott announced a severe weather declaration
All around the mulberry
for
bush.
40 counties in response to Beryl. The Texas
Hey.
Emergency Management Council
What?
agencies
Come here for
are
1 second.
working around the clock, preparing state emergency response resources.
Has
Beryl
that?
made landfall just north
How do I get rid of that? Because that's where I am now, or do I just leave it in and just jump it?
When you hit it, when you hit it, it should
Dave.
pass. If you don't, then just go out and hit it again.
Okay.
I walked a lot of street today. That's what you meant, right?
It should, yeah, because it should just go onto the yeah. Yeah. Look at it. I got the ID up, and that's the more important one. So
So 5 minutes ago. Let it go.
yeah. Well,
Interesting people are talking to Will Kane.
I also have boots on if that makes it any better. They were made for walking.
Our next guest needs no introduction. It is Dr. Jordan Peterson, my old friend and frenemy, Stephen A. Smith.
What is going on here? I see the Will Kane show in the background. I see the microphone.
Watch it live at noon Eastern, Monday through Thursday on FoxNews.com. And get the podcast 5 days a week at FoxNewsPodcasts.com or wherever you download your favorite podcasts.
There was a mass shooting overnight in suburban Cincinnati. Fox's Jack Callahan has details.
Police in Florence, Kentucky received several 911 calls about 3 o'clock Saturday.
So it looks like the rain, at least here, is starting to dissipate a little.
side.
I was gonna say abate, but
3 others were rushed to the hospital.
like we're all.
Suspect fled, but his vehicle was spotted a short time later. A police chase ended with the
What did we talk about in the last segment?
And then, evidently, shooting
My brain died after this happened.
A short time later at the hospital. Police have identified the
It was a
suspect.
hodgepodge of things.
It was.
But apparently have not
I would put down a hodgepodge of things.
Jack Callahan, Fox News.
A substance abuse counselor accused of driving drunk into a New York City bar.
One doesn't often use the word hodgepodge or two words that are hodgepodge. When you do, you got to make use of it. He just awked, Cameron. I heard it.
Oh, he hawked earlier.
Yeah.
He's an hawker.
Y'all should have an OD drinking game. Use certain words.
We don't want people to die.
All right, fair enough.
It do, Dave. It do. Best game for Oculus, Cameron?
Ah,
I have not delved in as much. I also have like the original one, but one I really liked is Blade and Sorcery. You can also mod it to where you can basically do like a Star Wars conversion mod. One of the coolest things I've ever played. Pull out lightsabers and like duel different people. They have like blasters and stuff in there too. There's all sorts of good things. Just make sure you probably watch some gameplay videos and stuff like that to get a feel.
By the way, Cameron, Starfield is starting to add Destiny 2 character mods.
Interesting.
Yeah, just letting you know. But they still, I mean, the computer version of Starfield, the mods have red shirts from Star Trek. They don't on the Xbox yet. And I want to go around and dress everybody up as red shirts.
I think you're dooming them then.
Exactly. I want to take someone in a red shirt along with me and see if they survive. See if it happens no matter what world or you know,
It's just a rule.
dimension.
It's like red barrels explode.
Except for Scotty. Scotty can wear red and he's all right.
Well, it's Scotty.
Scotty, dude.
Who's your favorite Star Trek character, Odie?
I like Geordi.
Original.
7 and 9.
Okay. Of course.
Original?
Original.
I think Spock. Yeah.
I'm probably going to go with Bones in both of them. Carl Urban was really good.
He was.
He was.
Welcome into hour number 2 of the Upstate Pulse. Lonzo, Odie, and Cameron here. Matthew is not here because he's at a gathering. I assume they're still gathering. Once the gathering part of a gathering happens, is it still a gathering or is it a party?
No, it's the gathered.
Okay, so you're no longer gathering. What if there's still a few stragglers who aren't there? Then technically you're still gathering.
No, they're not good enough to be there.
Well, but they're going to show up later, so
What's
they're
the difference between
they're
a
still
gathering and
gathering.
a mustering?
No, a mustering. There's some torches.
Yeah,
and
mustering.
pitchforks
You have
and
to get
there's some sort of weapons.
with a mustering. You get your knife and you just put it into the Coleman's and you put it all over
Nah, Grey Poupon.
your ham.
I mean,
and
you know.
What are Coleman's? Is that mayonnaise?
Coleman's
or-
mustard.
We're talking about mustard.
Shut
Mustering,
the
mustard.
front door.
Yes.
What? How do you? I look at you, Lonzo, for this one. That he doesn't know what Coleman's.
I know a lot of
Not a
things.
mustard
I
guy.
don't-
Oh, okay.
Not had never. I mean, I'm okay with mustard. The only time that I really enjoyed mustard was as a small child.
At the ball game?
Bologna sandwiches were made with a ketchup and mustard smile on them.
Okay.
Yeah, that was it. I mean, I'll have a little bit of mustard here and there on the hot dog, especially on a chili dog.
Well, hot
'Cause
dog.
I think it adds a little bit something to a chili dog. But mustard is just not my thing.
Do you know what I tried very recently? What's the meat that you put into sandwich?
So chicken,
no.
turkey, ham.
Provolone.
The,
No, not
talking about-
no.
that's
That's
cheese,
cheese.
dude.
No, what's the meat then that sounds like provolone?
Pepperoni?
Pastrami? Is it pastrami?
Okay, it could be
Maybe
pastrami. It could be
Pastrami. I tried pastrami for the first time. Somebody said,
Wait, you've never had pastrami?
no, we don't have it in Ireland.
Okay, that's interesting.
You
And
guys
so-
not have deli meats?
oh,
wait,
yeah, we
wait. These are questions that should be for Ask Odie.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean,
Oh,
because
hold
I
on,
mean,
hold on.
'cause you
Before-
cannot ask them before the intro.
I know, but before
Also,
we
we're out
before
that.
before we
That's
do
what
that,
it is.
before we do anything like that,
Well, dang, he done just messed up, boy.
Oh, yeah, boy, you done moved it down.
Oh, you in trouble.
Ooh-wee.
Wow.
That's your answer for everything.
I don't know where you got that idea. What the?
Whoa, that's some tricky wording on that
You just go ahead and cut
question.
it off and put the right thing in there.
Okay.
that's the one I wanted to put. Do you not want to ask Odie?
Is that Ask Odie?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So you didn't know. I know we're talking over it, but
No, that's fine.
Okay.
We're talking over the music. I should have listened to the music.
Should've.
No, you know why?
Why?
Because you panicked. You hit it, then you panicked. So I thought you made me think you messed up.
no.
So it's,
Why'd
it's
you
like
freak out when you
you
hit the
messed
because I
up.
brought the fader up late.
You messed up so many times. You made me think that you messed up again. So, but you didn't.
Tim Snow is there. Tim is getting slightly aroused at home now. He's like, "How many nubulations is? Whoa!"
Yeah, that was some good lightning strike followed by a wonderful thunder.
But
So
that's like less than half a second, so it's right here.
oh yeah, it's over top of us, and
So
there's
that
a
big-
large tower
Yeah, I
behind
was
us.
just gotta say that. That big
Yeah,
thing.
but it has lightning rods on it. We're good.
Okay.
We're good. Now lightning could come through the window.
Yes, good.
I've seen that happen before.
I'm gonna go into
So-
that room.
Well, it could. All right. So when I was a teenager, I was over at my friend's house.
You remember back that far?
Yeah. Well, this particular thing, yes, because I was sitting there with his dad and we were watching TV. Leroy was his name. And Leroy just looked at me really weird. Leroy had like the biggest bushy eyebrows. I mean, they were just, it's like, I don't know how they didn't make his head droop because they were so big.
They were hefty?
Yeah, they had weight to them. Anyway, Leroy just looks at me and is like, "Are you okay?" He's like, I was like, "Man, it's messed up. Your TV went out," because the TV just went out. It
Oh,
was
yeah.
one of the console sit on the floor kind of TVs.
Mhm.
Uh,
yeah.
I saw a flash. I didn't know what it was, but he said lightning came. There was a window behind me. Lightning came through the window, went over and around my head, went through their TV, went back through the window behind the TV, went across the street and struck my other friend's house across the street and blew up their TV too.
That's awesome, but at the same time,
It's scary because
That's
that's
new-
why I'm saying you
yeah.
could go in that room, but it wouldn't help you
that's a new pair of britches time right there.
because there's lightning can just that's what lightning can do. It can bounce over and
There
off
is
of a
no
lot of things.
safety.
Do you know what a will o' the wisp is?
Yes, when you fight them in is it Skyrim when you fight them?
Yeah,
There's
they're-
other
they're
games
in
where you
all
fight
sorts of
will-o-wisp. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it's Skyrim for sure.
They shoot lightning. No?
Will o' the wisp is what we call ball lightning in Ireland. Like they're
They're made of lightning in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, so,
I suppose.
But I
But
said they shoot lightning. If they are lightning, then
Yeah.
yeah.
it's
But they're basically fairies inside of it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah. That's we don't touch them.
Lightning fairies.
I've been lucky enough to see the remnants of one. I was on a train station. I was actually going to Dublin, and I was sitting on the platform waiting, and there was a lightning storm, and there was about 7 or 8 of us. It's actually on YouTube. There was 7 or 8 of us sitting on the platform, and you could see the ball of lightning going across the tracks, like a sphere, a proper, I suppose, basketball size sphere going across the tracks. Look up on YouTube. Look up Will o' the Wisp in Ireland, and you'll see the. It was scary, and all our hair stood up.
I mean,
so everything was statically charged.
Yeah,
and,
with that much electricity going around,
Yeah.
I'd imagine.
yeah, and it was
I
cracking.
know what that's like. I've touched a Van de Graaff generator before.
Ugh. I know what it's like as well. I peed on an electric fence. Yeah, baby.
Wow. So in science class, I held on to a Van de Graaff generator. ODP'd on the fence.
In science,
Same effect.
in science class, it was good. In camping as a 10-year-old boy.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Now we know, Cameron. We've wondered.
That's
And now
when it happened.
we know when it happened, when he was 10. And he's never been the same.
Whoops. I stuttered for a year.
I bet you did.
I remember going back into I went back into the tent, and there was people in the tent, and they were like, "Are you okay?" Because I let a yip out of me. Like, yip. Oh.
Wow.
And I came back into the tent.
He done yip.
I came back into the tent, and whoever was in the tent was like, "Are you okay?" No.
So
We got Porky Pig for a year.
was this a dare?
No, this was me being very, very tired. It was like 3:00 in the morning. I had drank lots.
Wow. So you didn't do it on purpose.
Not even slightly.
Wow.
Can you imagine? And here's the worst thing is, like, it was during the summer in Ireland, and the summers in Ireland are warm enough. They get around mid-70s. It's warm enough for us. So I left the tent in my bare feet. Now there was dew on the grass, so it was a little bit wet, and I barefoot. So you know how electricity works. It comes from one place into another place, out of another place, and down. So I
just described that. It's one of those things.
Yes.
So it's okay.
The whole lower regions of my my body just got a little bit yipped. It was nice.
So
but
you grounded it. You grounded the electrical current.
I was afraid it wouldn't work again.
Were you wearing tennis shoes at the time?
No, I was barefoot.
Oh.
Well,
All right. If you have a question to ask Odie, except for not about that, because we don't need any more details about if something else got singed. We don't want to know. I don't want to know. Chris wants to know on the stream. By the way, we're live on the stream. 98.9 WRD, Upstate Pulse, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, or X. Chris on the stream wants to know: are the police in Ireland armed?
No, but there is an armed unit that you can call if you need to. That's it.
Okay. So what do they use?
A big baiting stick.
Chris, is a former police officer, so
They have a kind of a truncheon, if you want to call it.
Ooh, a truncheon. How thick is the truncheon?
It's girthy.
Okay, that's good to know. Good to know.
You'd know.
How long is the truncheon?
I mean, it's average.
Okay, I don't know what that is in Ireland. So
It's fairly long. Like it take a good lad to wield it.
Okay, that's what I mean. So are the police burly, or are they in shape, or
not even slightly?
All right.
Look ridiculous. Their uniforms are just terrible.
Do they? What?
They've got baby blue polo shirt uniforms.
Okay, yeah.
So it's like you're gonna get beat up by yuppies.
It's kind of like, "Hello there, is this your vehicle?" And you just look at them and go, "Go away." They're not intimidating. You know the way like cops over here.
All right, we're on the edge of being political here, but I'll ask anyway.
Mm.
Trey wants to know: are the criminals in Ireland armed?
Yes, they are.
So calling the police is just a mistake then.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Unless they call the armed unit, which are normally.
So how do you know? I mean, what circumstance in Ireland would it have to be for you to go, "Oh no, we need the armed unit"?
If they see guns, if it's a bank robbery, it's probably the armed unit that are going to respond.
Okay. All right.
That's it.
No, Dave, they're probably not all T-Rexes, I don't think, as far as wielding the truncheon. All right. So what is the grossest?
I was just imagining T-Rex police officers.
Yeah,
That's
me too.
great.
What is the grossest American food you've tried? We already seen the effects of something earlier. So, I mean, but we're not going to go into that.
The grossest looking before I tried it was pulled pork, but then when I ate it, I was like, "Oh, this is good."
No, it's not. I mean, where you went, nope, that's not for me. After you took a bite of it,
I can't really think of anything like that. taste challenge that we did down in IHOB.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
That's I haven't really tried because like I know what a lot of stuff is, and I haven't really tried crazy stuff. Maybe I should.
I mean, what would you consider crazy? We don't know.
Oh, what's the mountain oysters?
Think of an American food that Odie needs to try.
Mountain oysters. I wouldn't do mountain oysters. They're
testicles.
Deer testicles.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. No, I wouldn't.
I don't think we would either.
No.
Dave wants to know what brand of hot dog are your favorite? Do they have hot dogs in Ireland?
Yes, we do.
Are they called hot dogs?
No.
What are they called?
They are Wieners.
Nuh-uh.
like you just
Nuh-uh.
the
You
Germans.
lying.
I don't know.
You sitting over there lying,
I'm
dude.
not. We
Nuh-uh.
We
No.
have Frankfurters.
Okay, Frankfurters makes sense.
Yeah.
Because even though that's more
Wieners.
German, they're not Wieners. They are not.
You side-eyed. You side-eyed when you said that.
You did. You did. You could.
Wieners?
Yeah. Stop it. Stop it.
Schnitzel.
Have you ever had? He probably has, but I'll ask him. Have you ever had crawdads?
No, I don't like them. I tried them.
Have you? Well, then you have had them.
Yeah, but they weren't disgusting. I didn't like.
Okay,
I
you
just
didn't go.
tried them.
I
was
will
like,
never try that again.
No,
So you didn't think it was so gross that you just no. Okay.
No, I had one. I was like, yeah.
Do you not like seafood?
Not really. No.
Have you ever had souse?
What's souse?
I bet souse would get you.
I don't know, but we need to take a break. That's what we need to do.
Yeah, I think in the meantime, during the break, if there's something that you think Odie should try, the grossest food that he should try. Also, what is the grossest Irish food that we could try?
Crew beans.
What are crew beans?
I'll tell you when we come back.
I want to know now.
I'll
What
tell
are
you
crew
when we
beans?
come back.
No,
No.
I don't want to go to break yet. I want to know what crew beans are.
Crew beans are pig's feet boiled.
Okay, but we have pickled pig's feet, so that's not. Yeah, I mean, I've had pickled pig's feet before. All right, we can go to break now. What is the nastiest American food that Odie needs to try? You listen to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WRD, the voice of the Carolinas. Consciously made my hand not move to turn the mic on. It's the first time the entire show that I did it. It is. I mean, I've come a long way.
Oh, that's what I wouldn't say. Yeah, no.
Try to think of a gross food, Cameron.
Frogs. Someone on the text line said frogs.
You never had frog legs?
Nope. No.
Frog legs are good,
No,
man.
No. Frogs are the devil.
You ever had
Why are
calamari?
Why are frogs the devil?
Because they are.
Why?
Because they are. They went down to Georgia looking for Soul Steel.
They did not.
They did.
Well, that was the devil.
No.
Went down to Georgia.
No, he didn't.
And then he met Johnny, and Johnny tore him up.
Yeah, he was sitting on a.
Kimchi. Look up Souse. I don't know how to spell it.
He was playing it hot.
Souse?
Souse. I used to work at the IGA, and the meat department would give out samples, and we used to fool people into the other.
Caribbean sauce is a clear broth made with
No.
meat of a pig, cow, or chicken. It's the
meat.
entrails.
But it's a meat loaf that you can cut off. Like, yeah. We used to fool people into the girls that worked at the IGA. Me and Chad would go, "Oh man, you got to have some sauce. It's really good." And so Chad, who worked in the meat department, would cut them off some sauce, and then they would immediately go throw up. And then we just thought it was
I don't
hilarious.
think I never trust someone named Chad.
Yeah. Chad was so short that me and him in a Thanksgiving, in a different parade. It was a Thanksgiving parade. He played the keyboard elf, and it was perfect. It was
The keyboard of. What's a keyboard
I
of?
said Keebler.
Oh, keyboard of.
Well, talk to me about enunciation, mister.
What are chitlings?
Intestines.
Oh, yeah.
So you wouldn't try that? You wouldn't try some chitlins? Fried up?
Nope.
Come on. Maybe some collard greens on the side?
Nope. Are we doing the game show?
Sure, why not? Do it here. Because if you don't, I'll just forget about it. It's not going to be as fun with just two people, right? We could say
Yeah,
this
well.
next week. Will it?
It will. The way I can do it, I can make it that we have. Yeah, we can do it.
He already said he won't do Rocky Mountain oysters. He is
That's Leroy G's.
he is not adventurous.
I am adventurous.
Nope, you're not adventurous. You won't try that.
That's because it's no.
He's closed-minded. Dave's out of ideas.
He folds.
I don't think I've had any nasty American food. I mean, I've had food that's prepared from somewhere else. Now I've been to some church functions
we talking
where
about type, or are we talking-
people don't know how to make bread and don't know how to make cookies.
What about a
and-
nice fly sandwich?
Yeah, well, that's different. That was the devil.
And down to Georgia, he was looking for his.
No. The devil went to Iva and he ate flies. We all saw it. Mustard greens are good, especially with some mustard grease on top of it.
Which is what
Oh Lord, that is some delicious food. We eat that all day with them greens. They're so good. Yeah, you're right. I don't like grits. Grits are disgusting because they taste like nothing. I want something that on its own naturally has a flavor to it. Grits don't have any. It's
No, they don't.
The one thing that Mark Ryan said that I completely agree with. It's like wet sand.
Grits are the devil.
Yeah, it's not. No, I don't know. Yeah, but you got to put cheese and butter and you know what you
Then
taste?
you're just
You
eating
taste the
cheese
cheese
and
and the butter,
Yeah.
right? And it's just the people get offended by it. It's like, oh, you got to have no, I don't. Pickled eggs, those are good. Really, Chris? Can you eat them by themselves?
very trance-like.
No salt, no
Like
butter,
you're in a
no
trance.
cheese, no sauce of any kind, just straight up grits.
Like a psychedelic.
Go
thing
get you
with
some
your
Quaker grits,
Sorry,
instant
really
grits,
tranced out there for
and
a
eat the
second.
grits.
All right, we're back.
Welcome back to the Upstate Pulse. Lonzo, Odie, and Cameron here. And right now we're going to turn it over to I don't know what his name is, game show, to our latest game show, Nerd That Tune. And here's your host.
Gamey McGamey here. I am coming to you live from inside the studio. My contestants today are Alonzo. Hey, Alonzo, how are you doing, buddy? Okay, thank you. And Cameron, buddy, how are you today?
What's up, GG?
Okay, thank you very much. Going into the first round, we're going to call this the play the game round. What we have is we got a couple of songs, couple of tunes. You got to guess what they came from and where they're from. I'm going to start with ladies. Ladies first. Lonzo, this is your tune. Can you name that tune? What video game is it from?
It's not music.
Case.
Gallagher.
Lonzo went with Gallagher. The answer is Wipeout. It came out in 2003.
Okay. All right. Cameron, have you ever heard of that game before?
No.
Wipeout launched the PlayStation.
Did it?
Yeah.
Did it? Because if I don't know it, it's not true.
Okay, Cameron, here is your music game show team tune things. I'm going to have to push you for answer, Cameron.
I think it's Donkey Kong.
It is Donkey Kong, guys. Cameron is off the board.
All right,
with a
so
score of one.
I'm calling shenanigans here because you're not playing the original music.
Yes,
So
sir.
no, that's not the original music.
Okay, well, do you want to try another one?
Yeah, but it's not the original music. And I thought the name of the game was you can name it from the original music. So now you're trying to fool us, and we probably won't even get any parting gifts. And that's not cool, yo.
I've got parting gifts.
Do you, Bodie McBoatface?
Yeah.
I can't remember what your name was.
Gamey McGamerson.
Give me
Oh,
give me-
I was close.
Do you want to try and get a bonus point?
Yeah, let's go.
GG.
That is Twisted Metal. That was available on the PlayStation 1 also.
Is that the original intro?
Yes, it is the original intro.
Okay.
Listen, I typed
That
it in.
did sound like that was your
Okay, it sounded better than the other stuff. I've never played Twisted Metal before. I saw a couple episodes of the show, but I never played Twisted Metal.
Okay, so after the first round, Lonzo is on 0, and Cameron is coming in the lead in a fantastic
Hey,
1.
hey,
Yeah.
we're tied at perfect.
Anyway, seeing as Cameron is leading going into the second round, Cameron.
Wait, we're both 0.
No, I got mine.
He got his.
Did you?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Well, that's because I forgot.
Well, maybe you should pay attention to me, Dad.
Coming into into the second round, Cameron, pick a number between 1 and 4.
3.
You got to name that tune.
Dashing and daring, courageous and caring, faithful and friendly, with stories to share.
I can open it up to Lonzo for half a point.
Care Bears.
It's not the Care Bears. It is, of course,
My Little Pony.
Gummy bears.
So that's no points to anybody. And going into the second half of you didn't get it.
This show.
What do you mean
this
I
show
didn't get it?
stinks, man.
There's
Lonzo,
a time limit?
Pick it. Yes, Lonzo, pick a number.
Where's the
between.
time limit? Where's the cutoff?
Listen, I will get FCC on you.
Give me the rules.
Give
me some borders.
I think they're like the
They're-
Declaration of Independence, or it's like a living document.
Listen,
Probably.
they're loose and free. Okay, Lonzo, pick a number 1, 2, or 4.
This game is rigged.
2.
Okay, can you tell me this tune? What show was it? Quiet.
1, 2, 3.
The show?
Yeah.
It's something tag.
Now I can open it up to Cameron for a half point.
Johnny Bravo.
It is Johnny Bravo.
Is it? Okay. All right.
Man, I'm pretty.
All right. If I once
the monkey with me.
no once you got to the hoo-ha, I would have got it, but
Yeah.
you got it before then. So
Okay, do you want the second round of this?
Also, Odie,
Yeah.
you never said that we switched categories.
We've switched.
yeah,
You
I
need
mean,
to tell us we switched categories because that's what threw
yeah,
us.
because you're thinking I'm thinking video game, and
That doesn't sound like a video game.
yeah,
I'm
just,
thinking. I don't care. All right, Cameron, pick a number between 1 or 4.
1.
Okay.
it's not between 1 or 4. It's only 1 or 4.
I know this.
I can open it up for half a point over to Lonzo. It is, of course, Ren and Stimpy. No points there. Cameron, your last chance.
You notice,
how do you pick that?
he's picked shows that we haven't watched.
Yes,
ever.
you have. You saw.
No,
Everybody saw.
I know who Ren and Stimpy are, but I never watched it because I thought it was stupid.
Hey, Ren. It's Stimpy. Okay, Alonzo, pick a number between number 4 or number 4.
I'm gonna go Quattro.
Okay.
DuckTales. I mean, come on.
Why?
I know. Finally, something that we've watched.
Yeah. I mean, you get it immediately.
All right, we're going into.
So, have you watched or played any of that stuff
Yes.
from this thing?
Yes.
Okay.
So I know them. We're going into the last round.
Why do I feel like we're on an Irish game show?
I know. I feel insulted.
Maybe because the host is Irish.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah. Going into the last round, and this is a different category. I'm calling it startups.
Startups.
Cameron.
You mean
go-
like something that would be on Shark Tank?
No, but Cameron, I'm going with you first. Pick a number between number 1 and number 4. And you need to tell
Wait a
me.
minute. Is it between? It's
Is it
1
between
or
1 and
4,
4?
or is it because 2 and 3 are between 1 and 4? No, we're confused
Are
about
2
what you're
and 3
saying.
possible options?
Cameron, pick a number either 1, 2, 3, or 4.
Okay, there we go.
Let's go with 2.
And this is something starting up. You got to tell me what is starting
Oh,
up.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Windows.
That's a point for Cameron.
Wow.
Lonzo, 1, 3, or 4.
4. Could I hear that again?
Yes, you can.
I don't know.
That is, I can
Nokia.
half point for Cameron.
Nokia cell phone.
No, it is not Kia. It
He
is.
said Nokia.
Yeah, no, it's not Kia. It
It's
is
no Nokia.
It is the Nintendo DS.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. And we
Uh,
both had.
Well, my sister would have gotten that.
Lonzo, number 1 or number 3?
I don't want to play anymore. Go ahead. 3.
Why is he going to go twice in a row? How does this work? I thought you bounced.
Xbox?
Come on, go for steal.
PlayStation 1.
PlayStation 1.
whatever.
Point for Lonzo. Cameron, this is the final choice. Pick a number between number
Thank
1
God.
or number 1.
I'll take number 1.
It's coming there
Xbox. Original Xbox.
slowly. There's another point for Cameron.
Yes, of course it is the original Xbox.
I can see the little Liquid X moving.
The Liquid X. And I tell you what, while we tally up the scores,
So you don't need to tally up the score. He
I do.
won.
I need to
We're
tally up the
done,
score.
right? We're done.
Yeah.
We need to take a break.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go like into the hallway. Used to be able to put my feet on the cold floor, but now it's carpet out there. You listen to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WORD, where this game was rigged. Wow, I came all this way for that.
I thought it was fun.
So, Odie.
Huh? What?
Never mind. We'll talk after the show.
The payment. Oh, yeah. Like, I don't know, $50 a question.
Oh boy. That's a steep price to pay.
Is that what we need? We did not. Listen, if you want a better idea for a game show, you tell me the better idea.
I
and
feel like
will
you're
do it.
going like with the same kind of
it's
standard as like that Japanese game show we saw in Supernatural where they got a crack somewhere.
They go, what?
It made as much sense to me.
It's not supposed to make sense.
Well, yeah, it kind of is. I mean, that's
I
the whole
mean,
point.
we like a little,
especially if you
structure.
want people to play along at home. They got to understand it, and so do we. you
They
know?
understood it because look,
Did they?
yeah, because Viper Dave said it was a DS and he was right.
Yeah. Okay.
And
Good
then
for-
Chris
good for
said,
him.
"Bless your heart," and I was like, "Yeah," and that's perfect. And then Chris said, "It's a comic game show." What?
Chris, I know you want me to talk about comics. Here's the thing: my favorite comics that I collect, there hasn't been any in 2 weeks. So, and I'm also saving up my comics till I have like 10 in the series, and then when I go on vacation, which is at the end of next week, I can sit down and just read like 10 in a series in a row. So I can't really talk about it too much. We'll have Rob back on eventually. Didn't want to do it in the middle of the transition between studios because you saw what a disaster it was last week, where you saw it for like 20 minutes. So now that things are settling down, I will have him back to talk about comics. Stop it, Dave. I don't believe you. It was not good.
Yes, it was.
It was shambles. It needs to be called shambles.
He was talking about
An erratic series of questions.
he was talking about the Last Boys episode.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was talking about
The game show was
The
the,
game
best
show.
game show that you have ever seen, or heard, or smelt.
I think you can smell a game show.
Yes, you
but
can. You can smell what the Rock's cooking, and you can also smell the game show.
I want to talk about The Rock. He takes credit for everything.
What are we
Although the
coming back
memes
with? Are
are
you coming back with
amazing.
anything in particular, Lonzo?
Do what?
Are you coming back with anything in particular?
Music, probably. That would be a good thing.
Okay.
Come back with Roundtable.
Music. I watched a movie last night, and it was the worst movie I've ever watched. It's called The Beekeeper with Jason Statham in it.
I had seen previous for it and it looked dumb.
It's a hangover movie. Like, it's the kind of movie you'd watch if you were really hungover,
Mhm.
where you don't have to think about it. You don't, and whatever's on screen is just, yeah, that makes sense. It was terrible. It was, as they say in Ireland, El Terrible.
That sounds like Gaelic.
Mm.
The more you know.
Now you know.
I've tried to get Cameron to read Sergeant Rock, by the way, Chris. I've tried to get him to do that.
We talked about Sergeant.
Yeah, because he was in death metal
Yeah,
some,
it's
and
like,
it was
why is
yeah,
that guy there?
yeah, it was amazing.
This guy.
All right, time to hit the nerd roundtable and salvage whatever that was last segment. Because I mean, it's just I mean, it was so erratic and all over the place.
Well, you mean my inevitable victory?
Yeah. Chris on the stream says Nightwing and I miss Super Sons, and I agree. That was when they were younger. When they got older, they tried to make things a certain way. And Damien's going to be amazing in the movie. So the TV's going to emergency alert system. So that means the radio probably is too, but you could still hear us on stream if you can't hear us on radio. So we're good. All right. First thing to talk about in the roundtable is a question. What was your first action figure? Text line 71307. We are live on the stream at Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, or X, 98.9 WRD, or the Upstate Pulse. What was your very first action figure that you can remember? I mean, it's hard to remember. I remember what mine was. I don't know how clear Odie's thinking today, so I don't know if he can remember what his is.
I think it was Sticky McStickerson.
All right, we're being serious here.
No, I honestly...
You know, did you never have it? I mean, you may not have had it.
I think it was an Action Man.
I think I've heard of Action Man before.
Action Man was like the European version of G.I. Joe.
Okay, all right. Did he also have like weird hair and stuff?
Yes, he had fuzzy hair.
Okay, it's always a weird thing about G.I. Joe. It's like, where did that hair come from?
And
I have suspicions.
He had Kung Fu grip.
Did he?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he had movie eyes. There was a little lever on the back of his head, because you know the way everybody has a lever on the back of his head. And
you should say it with a little bit more growl. He had movie eyes.
Movie eyes.
All right. On the stream, Chris said his first was a G.I. Joe also. And Dave, G.I. Joe, but he can't remember which one. So G.I. Joe, pretty popular for a lot of people. I will tell you my very first one that I remember was Steve Austin. Not that one. Not the one you think, not the wrestler, but the $6 Million Man. And really into $6 Million Man because the show was on. Never realized that Andre the Giant was actually Bigfoot until like recently. And I had a ton of that stuff. It's either $6 Million Man or Evel Knievel, and it's one or the other. But I never thought of Evel Knievel as an action figure. I think $6 Million Man as an action figure. Evel Knievel is more like I don't know, because it came with that thing that you wound up and he's on a motorcycle and then you hit a button and you let it go and
he'd jump over like
a
dog or something.
And depending on how much you wound that thing,
he'd go.
Which I don't know what that thing was called either. It was like a wheel that you wound.
It was a kinetic energetic wheel.
Well, yeah, scientifically I understand how it works, but I don't know if it actually had a name to it. Does anyone know? Text line 71307.
It would have been the Evil Launcher. Evel Knievel now with the Evil Launcher.
So
that sounds fun.
$6 Million Man also had a bunch of different, like most action figures have, a bunch of different accessories. Like he had a car. He had you could look through the back of his head because he had an eye, his bionic eye. You could look through the back and it had a reticle on it, and it was red. It was really good when you're a little kid going, I'm looking like Steve Austin.
That's cool.
I enjoyed it. All right, Cameron, what was your first action figure?
I think it was Dragon Ball Z figures. That's the first set of, was it not?
It's the first one you remember.
Well, you would know.
Yeah, right. It was Batman.
Was it Batman?
Yes.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Batman was your favorite toy for a long time.
Yes.
Before you could talk, Batman was your favorite toy.
And then it expanded out a bit.
Yes. Then we got into Dragon Ball Z and stuff, but it was definitely Batman.
Well, then saying that, Lachlan's first action figure was Iron Man. So I got him the little bobblehead. Iron Man.
Does he know that is Iron Man though?
No. He calls it the robot.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Which is kind of right?
He's not wrong.
Yeah, I mean,
if it was one of the suits without Tony in it, then yeah.
I mean, Jarvis or is it Sunday? Who's the other one?
Friday.
That was Sunday was with
she was
with
from
Spider-Man, right? Who's the one with Spider-Man?
I don't
Happy.
No, it was not Pappy. That's a voice you do not want to listen to.
Spider-Man, watch out! There's a cliff over there.
I said Happy, not Pappy.
Watch out for that building.
All right, so we didn't play the AI takeover, but I want to talk about what was there anyway here in the roundtable. We have text line 71307.
71307 text line. Optimus Prime, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Somebody had a foot tall Leonardo, and they were born in 1990.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that is really cool. He-Man. You've got the original G.I. Joes, and then someone says, guys, just when I thought the Acolyte was finally getting good,
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a moment. Okay, on stream, let's see. Chris says that original SWAT guys from the series of the 70s. I remember that show. Let's see. Dave said he had a Castle Grayskull. You can still get those. You can still get those. And those are John had a Stretch Armstrong. Those were really cool. I don't remember MASK.
I certainly do. It was amazing. Mask was.
I never had GI Joes, so
yeah,
I just
Mask was
weren't into GI Joes. But keep those coming. Text line 71307, stream 98.9 WRD, Upstate Pulse, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, or X. What was your first action figure that you can remember? All right, so they finally done it, and Skynet is just around the corner.
Woohoo!
They have created skin to go over. Let's see. A newly developed
Sound
robot
less excited.
has what researchers call living skin. Professor Shoji Takeuchi of the University of Tokyo developed the alien-like machine using engineered skin attached to a humanoid robot.
That just gets my engine revved up.
Takeuchi previously created walking mini robots using 3D printed lab-grown meat, engineered skin, and biological muscle tissue. He decided to continue to develop the skin. So this dude, so the thing when you watch the first Terminator and Reese is explaining to Sarah Connor what it is, that it's living tissue over and Arnold does the same thing, I think, in T2.
Living tissue over a polymetal alloy.
There you go. That's it. And so this dude is actually doing it. So that's the thing. I mean, this is scary.
What could possibly go wrong?
So you can blame sci-fi to a degree because someone comes up with something and then there's some scientist that goes, oh man, I wonder if I could do that. And then they do it. There are some things.
All because the man is trying to create the perfect.
There are some things, and always with good intentions, because if someone, instead of a skin graft, if you can actually grow skin onto a body, and supposedly they're doing it so they can study bacteria's effect on skin, and things like that. They always have that on the surface, good guy thing, but in the back, it's a mad scientist.
This is what we're doing it for. Yeah. This is exactly what we're
Here's
doing.
the thing, Dad. All scientists are mad.
That's not true.
We're not.
That is not true.
Yes, it is true.
Just a little.
So this doesn't worry you at all.
Not
Of
even.
course it does. I'm just speaking to you're
Lester,
saying,
stop it. Yeah, because I'm surprised that Odie didn't think of that.
Yeah, I thought he did.
Giggity.
Oh, breathing so heavy.
All right.
Chris says satchel charges will take out a flesh Terminator.
I'd imagine it would.
I don't. Yeah, will they blow up the I mean, that alloy that they're made out of is pretty strong. They had to melt it in the first one.
No, you just hit the battery, hit the core.
Yeah, but it's well protected by the whatever the skeleton is made out of.
Ain't nothing gonna stop my 50 cal. Tell you what.
Do you actually have 50 cal?
No, I wish I did. I actually no. Sorry, I do have a 50 cal. It's a 50 cal muzzle loader.
If it's not something legal, you probably shouldn't talk about it.
Oh no, it's 100% legal.
Okay,
It's a
all
50
right, I'm
caliber.
just trying to help you out here.
It's a 50 caliber.
You're not from here,
muzzle
so I mean,
loader.
they may look at that.
Packs a punch.
poorly.
It packs a punch up to about 100 yards, and then it just loses velocity.
And what would you use this for?
Deer.
To give Bambi what for?
Bambi. Turn Bambi inside out.
Okay, there we go.
There you go.
Don't have skin in it. There ain't no skin. So I guess
it's all done.
I guess that's how that works.
You just pick the bits off. and
Yeah,
you
there
just
we
eat.
go.
You just scoop.
Okay,
It's cooked as well because like. you know,
Dave, I don't want to know if you actually have a homemade EMP, but you might. Yeah, and Chris also has the EMP charge. See, I'm glad you guys are thinking ahead. At least you're going to be prepared. There's going to be a lot of people out there going, "Oh well, it's so cool," and the next thing you know, they're dead. I mean, watch a sci-fi movie. I don't care if you're not into it. We're about to live it.
It's one of those things of like, just because you can doesn't mean you should.
Exactly.
Don't take it as a challenge.
Exactly.
There's a reason why you don't do certain things.
All right, let's talk about the Acolyte really quick.
Okay.
Because that's all we want to talk about is really quick.
Speaking of the same thing I just said.
I just want to say, goodbye, Yord. We only knew you briefly, and now you dead. And so's the other girl.
I was going to say spoiler alerts, but I really don't care.
Yeah.
The only good episode is like when everyone died.
Well, that's the thing.
Because I will give them credit. The fight was actually pretty good.
Yeah, the fight was good.
And they did a good job of making the bad guy pretty menacing in that.
But the Sith, if that's what he is overly strong.
The Sith typically are, especially when they're not used to. Here's the thing: the Jedi aren't very good at fighting the Sith.
No, they're not.
They're not.
They get their butts kicked quite a bit.
They do.
Because the other thing is the way that the dark side works is it's the quick, easy path to getting.
Well, it could be because it stems from emotion, and everyone has emotion. And the thing is,
when the other thing is you're fighting with lightsabers. These things are like instant kill weapons to a degree. If you don't keep your footing, you're going to die.
But it's pretty sad that the only character that I really care about is the bad guy. He's the only one who seems to have layers to him.
He's the only one who has depth.
Yeah, he's the only one who has depth at all. And to the point where you're like, okay, he's now revealed he used to be a Jedi. We figured that. Okay, what happened to him? Who is he really? What's his real name? Those are things that make you go, okay, that's a good part of this show.
On the off chance they're actually going with the lore, maybe he is the former apprentice of Darth Tenebris or Darth Plagueis.
Yes, Dave, he's an onion. Exactly.
Or
peel back the layers.
Or an ogre.
Yeah, well, an ogre
Onions
also.
and layers.
An ogre equals an onion.
Yes. So I nobody else really does have that, and I just can't figure out why they decided to. Well, there are reasons why that we could say they did this, but it's I don't know.
I look at the end of the day, as I've said before, and as the Beatles said, let it be.
No, we're still going to continue to watch the rest of it, and hopefully, you never know. The final episode, we're like 2 episodes away from the final episode.
Yeah.
The final episode could like bring everything. You might go, all right, cool. All right, you salvaged it. It's possible. I mean, it could happen. I don't think it's going to, but it could.
To a degree, the main lore breaking thing that they did was making Anakin not unique anymore.
Right. The Virgins in the Force, and that, it just no. All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, it is going to be lightning round time where we squeeze in as many things as we possibly can in the last, couple minutes or so of the program. You're listening to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WORD, the voice of the Carolinas. Did it again.
I didn't do it.
You absolutely did it again. I didn't get my S out.
Yes, you did.
You cut off my plural.
I didn't cut off
You
yours.
cut off my plural.
So now we only have one Carolina.
Yeah.
The voice.
Yeah. And we're the voice of the Carolinas, not Carolina, because they can hear us in North Carolina.
Because I was watching you.
All the way up to Charlotte.
I was watching you, watching me, watching you. And then when you said Carolinas.
By the way,
yeah.
I'm looking your direction, but I'm not looking at you. I'm just looking over there.
If they sneak them,
I'm looking through you.
If not, if it's a straight one-on-one fight, they're going to get slaughtered by the Sith.
Everyone looks through. That's fine.
I don't know if the voice can read the voice.
Did anybody ever play a metal cassette through your Teddy Ruxpin?
Never really had. We had we bought one at a yard sale for the kids, but it was just so creepy.
Wasn't it?
And by the way, and the one, and he won't remember, the one we bought from the yard sale, it had a problem with it, so the cassettes would drag a little. so it didn't last long because it's like, I'm just going to use Barney as an example. If you played Barney, and go, I
no,
it was like, yeah, I'm not, yeah. Cameron had a Buzz Lightyear like that.
Yeah.
The thing would just, I buried it. I buried that Buzz Lightyear. I absolutely threw it out in the yard, and then I was out cutting the grass, and it started talking to me while I was cutting the grass. I'm burying that thing. I buried it.
What happened to the one like Bebop thing?
I don't know. That was kind of freaky too. No, the creepiest.
Oh, the Furby.
No, it's a Bebop. I don't.
We don't know it's actually.
I forget what it is.
We had a Furby, and
Furbies are creepy too.
Furby got.
Yeah. My wife still has a doll that talks, and she like turned it off, and then it turned on in the middle of the night.
Yep.
And said, "Hold me, Daddy." And I'm like, okay, no. This has got to go.
Hold me, Daddy. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna talk to your wife at some stage. And I'm gonna say to her, I'm gonna make a recording and put it onto a USB stick that you plug into something, And like about 6 hours, 6 weeks,
She won't do
a
it.
year later, you'll
tell
just
you
hear,
no.
you'll just hear, "Hi, Daddy."
You know why she won't do it?
What?
Because she'll forget and it'll creep her out too. She ain't doing it.
It'll be funny though.
To who?
Me.
Why, you gonna have like a camera installed too, so you're gonna know what's going on? I mean, because I ain't gonna tell you now.
I agree with you, Trey. Sam Witwer very much knows what he's talking about as far as Star Wars goes. He also voiced Darth Maul in the Clone Wars.
And was what's his name in the video?
Yeah, he was also
so many times.
Yeah, so I missed it, and it's right there. It's because the, as you would probably call, wastebasket is full.
Rubbish bin.
Man, I don't know. It's a trash can, and it's full. All right, lightning round. Where we squeeze in as many things we possibly can in the last few seconds of the show.
You know,
or minutes
I
of the
always
show.
forget.
Like
I
a
always
fat
forget.
guy in skinny
I was like
jeans.
intro in the thing.
You did it.
No, I didn't. I wasn't done yet. Just like you cut off my plural before you cut me off now when I'm trying to do my thing.
Talk your words.
Okay, because if LexCorp were listening, you'd go, "Why is he cutting you off?" And I have
I
to
didn't
explain.
cut you off.
I don't know why
Your
he's doing that.
your S came through.
I'm not even talking about that now. I'm talking about I was doing my lightning round intro and you cut me off in the middle of my lightning round intro. All right, it's time for lightning round where we squeeze as many things in as we possibly can. The last couple minutes. Hey, Odie, do you have something?
No, nothing.
Really? After all that, you got nothing.
I actually forget.
Wow. I mean, wow. All right,
Listen.
Fantastic Four. The director has said is going to be set in the 60s. Does this disappoint you?
No.
Are you okay with it?
I'm good with it.
Really? Cameron?
I like the 60s.
Well, it's gonna be one of those things. If they start off isolated, more than likely they'll be brought in to the MCU by whatever happens in that movie.
I'm just, when you're already doing things like that. All right. Also, there are pictures, no videos yet, but pictures of the filming of the new Superman movie. And I don't know. Hawkgirl looks good, but Nathan Fillion, the outfit does not look good.
We'll see how it looks all together.
I believe he is Guy Gardner, and it does not.
Well, Guy Gardner never really. He has that dumb bowl cut.
He does, but it's more about the outfit. So if you see pictures from a movie that's coming out, and you don't like the costumes, does it make you concerned for the movie itself?
Well, the other thing is they're going with the Terrifics, I believe.
It depends on the franchise.
Okay.
Like if I had seen that in the Acolyte, they didn't really show the Jedi robes, and if I had seen they were so terrible, I would have been like,
All right. In this case, we know in this case we know that Gunn is doing this. He did a really good job on Guardians of the Galaxy. So
yeah, he did.
I mean, I don't know. Superman's not going to be Guardians of the Galaxy. He's going to be Superman. I worry about that, and a lot of other people on the internet worry about that costume because it is not a good costume. Kevin Smith was on Michael Rosenbaum's podcast, Inside of You, and he was talking about, first of all, Rotten Tomatoes, and he's like, he said the thing that I've said for a very long time, and some people in the room at the time were offended. Why do you care what Rotten Tomatoes says? And I'm paraphrasing because he's basically quoting me.
So
what he is saying is, why do you care about what critics say, about what rating systems say? If you see a movie and it looks interesting, go see it. If it sucks, it sucks. If it's good, it's good. What do these rating systems know? They don't know. But there are things like Rotten Tomatoes that will keep people from going to see a movie because they go, oh man, it got a really low score. It can't be good. And they don't give the movie a chance. I always go on instinct. If I like a movie, and I'm pretty good at picking it. If I go see a movie, it's because I think it's going to be good. And if it isn't, I made the choice.
So last night I was telling you there in the ad break that I watched The Beekeeper. Now I did look at the ratings, the IMBD or IMDb ratings, and
It's got letters in it.
It's got words, the FBR rating, and it was like 56%, and I'm like, And when I watched it, I was a little bit, Well, anyway, for what I
see, what you do is, and what a lot of people do, they look at those ratings, and then you have a preconceived notion, okay, this rating system says it's bad, so you go in thinking it might be bad. Instead of going in and judging for yourself.
Yeah, exactly. And that's, I went in and I judged for myself and I was like, watchable.
And he also was talking about things that we've talked about on this show, especially over the last couple of years, about how it's so much easier for a lot of people to stay home and just wait for it to come out on digital and watch it on their own home, not have to pay a ton of money to go get, popcorn and everything. And you can pause a movie and go pee if you have to.
But that's it. Like, as I said, when you've got a 4-year-old kid in the house and, you got to find a babysitter, you got to do all that. When you can literally just watch it when he goes to bed and you can pause it, go, and it's only like $6, maybe $11 at the most.
All right. Dave says, Adam Carolla puts it best. If the critics love it, it'll be trash. If the audience loves it, it will be good. I mean, that's the thing. Look, I think you can really tell how good a movie is in a lot of ways by what it does in week 2. I mean, if there's a big drop off, because word of mouth, there are some people wait to see what maybe this show, which we haven't got to do this year because this has been the worst movie, worst summer of movies so far, where we would go watch a movie, review it, and people would actually decide to go see it. But it's been pretty bad. But word of mouth really, I think, is more important than what the critics say. If my buddy who lives in
Ireland,
Greer,
Greer,
I'm going to go Greer. My buddy in Greer goes and sees a movie and goes, I don't have a buddy in Greer because I don't really have friends. But if I did, he would live in Greer and he would say, I went and saw that movie. It was pretty good. No, it'd be like, I saw that. I wasn't by it. And so I would say, okay, I'm going to go see it because Billy liked it. Me and Billy, we watch stuff together all the time. Billy likes it. I'm going to go see it.
You and Billy,
Billy wasn't available, so I couldn't go with him.
You and Billy, y'all close.
No, because he lives in Greer. It's hard to get there.
Okay.
So anyway, if you see a movie and you think you like it, go see it. You know what? If you wasted your money, you wasted your money. It's better than staying away and then watching something later on and going, oh man, that would have been really good in the theater. Because there are some movies like when Deadpool comes out, as gross as it's going to be, that's the kind of movie you go see with a bunch of people. But don't sit next to Chris Evans because you won't be able to hear out of your right ear for 2 days.
Listen, as my grandfather, the old Tinker Fitzgerald, used to always say to me,
Tinker,
you won't plow a field by turning the sod in your brain.
Wow, that's prophetic. It really is. Let's go from prophetic to pathetic. Arkham Asylum, the show, has been canceled. So they're never going to make that. Looking forward to that. But the Penguin looks good.
Penguin.
Cannot wait to see that. All right. I want to thank everybody for participating because you guys are awesome. So glad we were back on the stream and everything's working. A little disappointed that Odie didn't break the noob record, but he was gunning for it.
I got close.
He was gunning for it. We will be back next week. And maybe Matthew will be back from his gathering by then, whatever that is. Have a great weekend, everybody. Stay safe and cool and stuff because we're all cool in here. Because
it's cold.
We're like Fonzie cool. Hey,
Dita signing out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Why is it? Oh no.
Oh no.
Like you get pulled into the discotheque.
The discotheque.
From the
Discotheque gonna get you. Discotheque gonna get you. Discotheque gonna get you.
There's wrestling on. Odie, say goodbye.
Goodbye, Odie.
Say goodbye, Cameron.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.